Today I want to talk to you about starting your YouTube journey after 50 and how you can overcome your fears and embrace your unique voice that you have to create impactful content. Now, when you're first starting the journey and thinking about starting a channel on YouTube, especially after 50, it can look like this confusing road that you know you want to get to a particular destination, but what are all the different twists and turns that you're going to take? Well, in this video, I'm going to try to take some time and walk you through some of those steps, some of the things that I myself have experienced creating this particular channel to help those individuals that are looking to start their YouTube journey after 50. So let's talk about starting the journey. You have an idea, you have a voice, and you want to start sharing your story with the world. Well, I finally started this particular channel after 50. After some hesitation, I decided to share my personal journey, my insights that I have using YouTube for a number of years. I wanted to connect with other individuals that were feeling the same way, that they have a story to tell and that they don't want to sit on the sidelines just because they've gone over a mythical age point. They really want to be able to share their life and what they know. And so I'm going to be sharing my journey and dedicating myself to lessons that I've learned, experiences that I've gained over the years, over my life, especially when it comes to technology, especially when it comes to taking complex issues like how do I even get started on YouTube and breaking it down into step-by-step processes for you to be able to learn from, to apply, and to be able to share your story with others. See, I've monetized a number of YouTube channels myself in the past, but they were all for, shall we say, business purposes. In a couple cases, they were for hobby purposes. I've done faceless channels. I've done channels for my real estate career where I've sold millions of dollars worth of real estate being promoted by YouTube and been able to acquire a number of clients by putting myself out there and putting myself in front of the camera. But this time it's not just strictly about business. It's about sharing my personal story and being able to help others with some insight and some authenticity for you. When I started this particular channel, I faced fears. And they kept me from starting a channel that was really focused on helping others because it wasn't directly tied to a business outcome. And so from that standpoint, it would be, why would I waste my time on it? Why would I take time out of my schedule to make these videos? What would be the purpose of it? What would be the intention of it? What would others think, whether it be in the business world, whether it be in friends and family? What would they think about this? Also, coming to terms with it's not too late for me to be able to share this information, that it really is the right time and the right place. So I realized that my voice, my experience is still valuable. It's still worth sharing regardless of which age. Just turned 57. And it's also, a little interesting to hear yourself actually say that. I know that if I'm going through this with my experience that I've had on YouTube, that there's others that are going to be facing similar fears. And if I can help them get across the threshold, if I can help them get started on YouTube, then that would be of value. So let's talk about the fears that after 50. The first thing is, what will people think? Many people over 50 worry about their peers far too much. I can tell you that. It's the way we were brought up. We fear our peers, our family, they'll think that this is frivolous that we're doing, or they'll have, I mean, everybody's got an opinion nowadays, and a lot of the opinions are divisive. They're not supportive. And so you're putting yourself out there, and you know that folks are going to be making comments. But in most cases, what I have found is that people are so worried about their own lives that they really don't have time to be concerned about yours. They're so busy in their own lives than focusing on what they have to get done, that if they do have a level of criticism or a comment, it's going to be passing. And they're not your target audience anyway. If you're getting onto a worldwide channel like YouTube, your target audience is going to be the masses, not your closest friends and family. The other thing that I've considered, that I've worked through, is it too late? That belief that reinvention is only for the young, that you can only change your careers when you're in your 20s or your early 30s. Well, there's a number of individuals that are being faced with career changes in their 50s and even early 60s as to what they're trying to do to adapt with a changing world. We can't just stay in one place and expect the world to change around us. We ourselves still need to change, and we have valuable experience that we can share with others. And so having a channel where you can do that, whether it be on how to enjoy fishing the most, RV travel, your financial background that you have, the houses that you bought, the maybe financial mistakes that you've made that you'd like to share with others. That opportunity for you to reinvent yourself and share your lessons learned. You're more qualified to do that than anyone else. You have earned your stripes over the years, and your age shows that. So it's not too late to get started. Fear number 3 is, what if no one watches? I mean, the fear of even listening to your own voice might be something that you have to get over. And putting yourself out there and quote unquote not being seen can be a little daunting. You see people talking about, I had 1 million views, or I got all of these subscribers. That's not really what it's about when you're getting onto YouTube. It's about connecting with the right audience. There is someone out there that needs to hear exactly what you have to say. They're facing a similar situation that you yourself have been through. Someone might be the audience you're attracting is someone in their 20s that's facing a decision about a career change, that's facing a decision about a relationship. And you have an opportunity to be able to share your past experience, what you went through, and they'll get to see that you made it through to the other side. You'll get to give them perspective. You don't need 1 million people to watch you like that situation. You only need a select handful. And so if no one watches, there will be individuals that watch. And when they watch it and they respond back to you and say, that's exactly the message that I needed at this time. I've already gotten some of those replies back on the videos that I've posted on this channel, and it warms your heart. Going through this, you get to a point where there's a moment of clarity. I've got something to share. I really need to do this. I need to take the next step. I need to hit record. The moment I finally hit record on this particular channel was a quiet realization that my experience that I have could actually help others. It's about overcoming that fear of vulnerability, embracing the power of sharing my own individual story, my ability to break these things down to you to say, it's not too complicated. You don't need the fanciest gear. I'm recording this with a screen share software, a free software package on my laptop computer. This is the camera right here in front of me for my laptop computer. No fancy gear. I don't have other cameras. I do own them. I've purchased them over the years, but I found that keeping it simple works the absolute best. So I don't need to get all hung up on the technology. I just need to hit record. See, you take an approach, I've taken an approach that this is about service over spotlight. When I'm doing my real estate videos to try to sell a home, that's all of the spotlight being on the property, on myself as the agent, having the right things to say at the right time. This journey, and you realize as you get a little bit older that the journey is not about chasing views or fame. And for some folks, creators after 50, they have found a level of fame, whether it be here on YouTube or fleeting fame on TikTok. But it's really about serving those that have come or that are going to go through the similar situations that you do, that need guidance. I shifted my focus on this channel from truly self-promotion. There's going to be some promotion involved because I do want people to view. I want them to view, though, because the message and the intent is to be of help, to help others. That gives me fulfillment at this point in my life. Even in my real estate career, I have shared with others that I get more excited when they sell a home than if I were to go out and sell a home myself. I just reached that particular stage of my life and my career. I'm looking to build this as a legacy, something that's a leave behind, something that's a library of valuable content that will resonate with viewers for years to come. You may have the same thing occur with sharing your recipes, with sharing your hobby, with sharing your experience that you've gone through, spiritual moments that you've gone through that you feel would be impactful to others. This allows you to leave a legacy of knowledge and support those that are navigating this in their own journeys. You see, it's a twisted road, but we get through this together, and we get through this by taking action. So some of the things that I've learned in just getting started in this channel in the last month, it taught me that fear and doubt are always present. Every single time I go to hit the record button, there is fear and doubt associated with this. But I don't let it dictate my overall actions. I take action anyway. And I go ahead and I embrace that vulnerability. I use it because they focus on others that are going through the same sort of similar situation. By doing that, I'm able to transform my journey and be able to be transformative for others along the way. So I encourage you, if you're thinking about starting a channel, if you're in your 40s, your 50s, even your 60s, and if you've been hesitant to start a channel, today is your day. Today is your sign to go ahead, get your computer set up, get out your iPhone, pick it up, hold it in front of you, and hit record and talk like you're having a conversation, a cup of coffee with somebody sitting across from you. Share your voice, share your experience. You have the power to inspire and help others who are on a similar journey to take that leap of faith. And I'm giving you encouragement to do the same thing. So I've put together a free getting started guide. It's a getting started guide tailored for those that are starting their YouTube journey after 50. This guide provides clear steps to help you to stop waiting and to actually start your own YouTube channel with confidence. So you can get that guide by looking in the description of this video, clicking on a link, and it will take you over to my website, asktheearl.com, and you'll be able to get this valuable free guide. It's not too late, and you're not too late. You can start sharing your story. You can start, easy for me to say, making an impact. You're right on time. There are people out there that need to hear what you have to say right now at this particular moment. So if you're waiting for an invitation, here it is. So when you take a step back and you look at the overall journey, yes, there's going to be fear. Yes, there's going to be hurdles that you run into. Yes, there's some vulnerability that you need to go through, but you can get to the other side the same way that I've been able to do. Hit record, share your message, and I'm here to support you every step along the way.